OYK.
Well, the Revs and Skeeters one last time for the first half here today as the Revs go for the series sweep. Frank Gailey at his warm-ups. It's 1 o'clock. Let's pause for station identification here on Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Skeeters today, it'll be Josh Prince at second base leading off. Kevin Ahrens, the third baseman, hits second. Anthony Jansanti at shortstop will bat third. Cleanup man is Hector Oliveira in left. Brian Pounds at first base hits fifth. Cole Gillespie, the DH, will bat sixth. Then Joe Benson in right field, Albert Cordero catching, and Derek Miller in center. Again, Prince, Ahrens, Jansanti, Oliveira, Pounds, Gillespie, Benson, Cordero, and Miller. And on a warm Sunday afternoon, Prince makes his way to the plate. Frank Gailey ready to go. 91 degrees, partly cloudy, but it also means partly sunny here at game time today. And Gailey from the stretch, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here this afternoon is outside. We are underway. 1:02 our first pitch. Prince hitting at 245, 4 homers, 26 knocked in. The 1-0, and he fouls it back into the net. Skeeters go with their royal blue jerseys again. The Revs in these patriotic jerseys sponsored by PSECU, auctioned off during the day to benefit CMN. And on the right sleeve, it's the navy blue with the stars, as we need to smooth the dirt in front of home plate, I believe, or Luis Cruz might have gotten a piece of the backswing. They give him a moment. The left sleeve is the red and white stripes, the American flag, the theme on the jersey. Now we're ready. The 1-1, and right over the outside corner it looked like, but doesn't get the call. 2-1 on Prince, who's second in the league in walks with 44. Now, he's been tough on lefties as well, 347. The 2-1, and a swing and a fly ball, shallow right center. Witherspoon back in the lineup and sprinting in. He's got it, makes it look easy. Just coasting across into shallow right center, and there's one away. Revs defense today, it's Verona in left, Witherspoon in center, Mitchell in right. Chase Simpson making his second start at third, Dents at short, Franco second, Burgess at first, and Luis Cruz back in there, first time since that nasty foul tip on Wednesday night. Here's Kevin Ahrens, and he shows bunt. Gailey delivers a strike. Our plate ump today is Buzz Albert, Dave Snyder at first, and Bill Reuter at third base. Gailey, the 0-1, and a swing and a high fly toward the corner and left. Verona running parallel to the wall, and he jumps up and makes the grab in front of the arch nemesis in the corner in left. Verona using his right hand against the Smith-Marin-Little sign down by the corner, and he used that to hold himself up as he jumped against the wall, and he makes a great grab for out number 2.
Well, we've talked about how well he's navigated that arch nemesis so far this year. No problem there, and down the line, trying to go short porch on that one.
Here's Anthony Jansanti, who takes a little bit low.
And it really wasn't hit hard. Ahrens got it off the fist down and in, but just 300 down the line, and he took it all the way to the warning track.
Pitch is swung on, skied to right. Mitchell reading this, and he'll trot in and wait, and makes the one-hand grab very nonchalantly. And Frank Gailey gets all 3 outfielders involved in a 1-2-3 top half of the first. At the end of a half inning, it's the Skeeters nothing, and the Revs coming up.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Hey. Come on, let's go. Yeah!
Cannonball Charlie has reported to work, and the Revs coming to bat against Michael Nix. Lineup today brought to you by Flying Feet. It's Travis Witherspoon in center, Angel Franco at second, Dyrone Verona in left field hits third. Cleanup man is Michael Burgess at first. Jared Mitchell in right field hits fifth. Luis Cruz will catch and bat sixth. Carlos Trienfeld DHing again in the seventh spot. Chase Simpson at third base hits eighth, and Ryan Dent is the shortstop batting ninth. Again, it's Witherspoon, Franco, Verona, Burgess, Mitchell, Cruz, Trienfeld, Simpson, and Dent for the Revs here today. Facing Michael Nix, who's, well, been pretty much flawless since June 11th when he gave up one run. And the three starts since then, he's given up 0 runs. Witherspoon in there, Nix's first pitch. And it is right down the middle for a strike. Witherspoon, a rare day off last night. And back in today, 9th in the league in hitting at .302. Tied for second in total hits with 73. The 0-1 and a foul tip ricocheted off the face mask of Cordero and back to the backstop. Witherspoon playing in all but 6 games in the first half. The team leader in games played, Burgess, at 65 of the 70. Witherspoon 64 of the 70. The wind and the 0-2. And it missed just off the plate. 1-2 on Witherspoon. Nix, who went from outstanding reliever when the Revs had him to outstanding starter. Winds above his head, delivers, and missed in the dirt, a changeup, 2-2. Now 34 years old, and his first career complete game shutout in his last start, a 2-hitter against Long Island, 114 pitches. There's the wind, the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. So he starts his day with a strikeout. The overall numbers on him, tied for third in the league in wins, 6-5, 2.47 ERA. Opponents have hit only 199, 54 hits in now 77 innings, 56 Ks, 24 walks, and he's only given up 3 home runs all season. Here's Angel Franco, who's back in tonight, or today, whatever. First pitch is a fastball strike. It's hitting at .271, 4 homers, 20 driven in. Switch hitter batting left. Nix winding above his head, the 0-1, and a miss down low.
Attaboy,
Nix, who's won 4 in a row, 4-0 over his last 6 starts. He's allowed a high of 2 runs on that stretch. Here's a drive foul the other way. That'll sail over Arch Street, eats and left. 1-2. Actually, he had a loss in a relief outing, so He's actually won 5 straight starts. Has struggled against York. Faced him twice in relief. He deals. And a ground ball pulled to first. Pounds with it. And he'll bring this one to the bag himself. 2 up, 2 down. Pounds one of 7 former Revs with Sugarland. One of 3 who were, or one of 4 who were with the Revs this season. Not all are active though. Now with 2 outs, here's Tyrone, who steps in hitting .366 with a homer, 10 driven in 10 games played. And at home, hitting well over 400. There's the wind from Nix and the first offering. Fastball, it's a strike on the outside corner. No score here in the bottom of the first inning.
And he's up to 88 with that fastball, but it's a very smooth 88. Nice and relaxed delivery.
Pitch is outside, 1-1. Yeah, no wonder he was able to go 114 pitches last time out. It was the 1-1, and it missed off the plate away. It had some cut, some tail to it. Now grips it, and the 2-1. Swinging a bouncer to third base. This one right to Aarons. He'll glove it and snaps it across to first. A 1-2-3 first inning. To Gailey, who had 3 flyouts. Nix gets 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Both go 1-2-3 in the first. We go to the second. No score.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
No score as we go to the second inning. Want to say hi to Trey and Leah Himes, who are tuned in on their way to a softball game today. Here's Hector Oliveira. He swings first pitch, lines it to center. Witherspoon cruising over into right center has it. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Oliveira reaching a bit. Witherspoon, once again, a direct route, making it look easy. Now 4 up, 4 down on flyouts for Frank Gailey. And here comes his former roommate, Brian Pounds. Pounds hitting at 186, 165 with Sugarland. He's picked it up a little bit after a really tough start. His first Skeeters home run here on Friday night. First pitch, missed outside. Perhaps no one knows better the demeanor of Frank on a start day than his former roommate with the Revs. It's the 1-0, and he just missed low. started to drop his hands to his knees, thinking that he might get that one, but did not. 2-0 on Pounds. Gailey to the plate. Fastball, it's a called strike. Gailey using his fastball a little bit more early today. The 2-1, and is swinging a foul back over the roof. He evens things up. Skeeters will start their second half at Southern Maryland, and then they go to Somerset. So they're on a 3-stop road trip. When they were here in late May, they began a 4-stop road trip. 2-2, dropped down and missed the corner away. He punches into his glove. Another one that was fairly close, a change-up there. A full count. Pounds obviously never really got to face Frank. Here's the payoff pitch, and he pulls one past third and down the line, a base hit. Verona into the corner, backhands it. He'll hold Pounds to a single. Hit a hot shot, one hopper, kind of an in-between hop past the backhand reach of Simpson, and is the first base runner of the day. The only place that he might have faced Frank was in a simulated game or something, preseason, spring training, but greets his former roommate with a single. Here's Cole Gillespie, the DH. First pitch is swung on and fouled back upstairs as that comes bouncing down in front. Gillespie 2 for 8 with 5 strikeouts in his first 2 games with Sugar Land. Gailey into his stretch. 0-1, and it missed outside. The Revs overall against Sugar Land 6-3. 4-1 here at Peoples Bank Park, winning 4 straight. First time ever. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Gailey, a brilliant change up there.
And you mentioned the record against the Skeeters, Darryl. The Revs have 12 wins against the Skeeters and Barnstormers combined this year, but just 15 against the rest of the Atlantic League.
Might need to improve on that. It's the stretch, the 1-2. Breaking ball, that missed outside. Bridgeport's been a struggle, and that's who Revs will open the second half against for 4 games beginning tomorrow. And they dropped 3 out of 4 there last week. 2-2. And a fly ball to left. Verona will tiptoe in, waits on it, makes the grab, out number 2. By the way, that play that he made in the first inning, I thought it really carried, and it makes me wonder if it's going to be another launching pad today. Gailey with 5 flyouts, but certainly want to keep it away from the power parts of the park.
Yeah, again, it was a ball down and in off the fists of Aarons and somehow hit it almost 300 feet.
Flag swaying out to center, not a huge wind. Here's Joe Benson, who looks at a strike on the outside corner. Benson hitting .218, 2 home runs, 13 driven in. Hit his second home run of the year last night in the 9th inning, but Revs had that one pretty much locked down at that point. Pitch is swung on and missed. And Gailey, another great changeup. This one tumbling right down out of the zone. So ahead of him, 0-2. Pounds at first, had a 1-out single. No score here in the second inning. Gailey the stretch. And the 0-2 just missed down and away. That fastball at 89. Gailey faced Sugar Land in back-to-back starts in May. 5 innings, 5 runs, 5 2/3, 6 runs. He deals. And a bouncer to third. Simpson backs up, gloves it neatly, takes his time, throw low and late. And Benson legs it out, an infield hit. I think Chase thought that he had more time than he did. And it backed up a bit, took the time to make a strong throw, ended up bouncing it. Burgess the pick, but Benson safe at first. And the inning continues with first and second. We'll bring up Albert Cordero. And Wilfredo Rodriguez must be banged up, not in the lineup today. He's their only bench player. So I assume they're playing with 9 healthy. First pitch is down and away. Cordero, the K-man today.
Well, last night Rodriguez started behind the plate and had to exit midway through. And speaking of the health, we saw Brett Marshall, the Friday starter, have to go into action as a bullpen catcher late in last night's ball game.
So it must be something. Gailey checks, steals, and a splitter. He plops it across for a strike. 1-1.
And you mentioned that 3-stop road trip for Sugarland. So if they're going to get guys, they're going to have the reinforcements join them on the road.
Yeah. Gailey ready. The 1-1. And a high fly ball, right center field, not deep. Mitchell is over from right, under it, all alone. He'll make the grab. 6 flyouts in the first 2 innings for Frank Gailey. Gives up 2 hits, and that's it. He strands both. We go to the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
No score. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Revs looking to get something going against Michael Nix. A 1-2-3 first inning. It'll be Michael Burgess, Jared Mitchell, Luis Cruz coming up. On our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report, Alexi Casilla playing through that groin issue, not totally healed, but they give him a day off. Alonzo Harris and Isaias Tejeda also the day off today, both with this minor tightness that comes with the time of year. Here's Burgess, who takes low. Michael hitting at .267, 10 home runs, 33 driven in. Nix winds and delivers, and that missed in the dirt. So today with the absences, they move Verona up to third. Mitchell, as a left-hand hitter facing the righty, he'll hit fifth. So 2 lefties in a row here this inning. Nix didn't like that new ball he was given, tosses it aside. The Revs had acquired him in one of the most astute deals. He deals, and it's fouled away down the left field side. July of 2010, the Newark Bears were in town, and a deal that, as the story goes, was basically consummated during a game when Etch was at the helm, and I don't remember if he went out or Mace did, or Etch had Mace talk to Willie Banks, their pitching coach. There's a fastball just inside. Nix wanted it. It's 3-1. So the deal, the Revs had clinched a first half title, and it made them worse in the second half, but made them a whole lot better in September when they got Nix. It was the wind and the pitch, and it missed outside, and Burgess walks, leadoff base runner, and the first of the day for York. So they sent two starters who were winning, but were struggling with a lot of base runners and command and all that sort of thing. Shane Newman and Bob Zimmerman, two popular guys to Newark. And they had gotten Vince Perkins in return, a hard-throwing reliever who had no idea where it was going. But the main part of the deal wouldn't happen until September, and that was written into it. They would get Michael Nix as long as Newark was eliminated, which they were. Here's Jared Mitchell, who takes low. So Nix joined them. He went on to come in and get the famed 3 outs and 2 pitches in Game 5 against Somerset to keep that game tied. And we get the win then. And then the save in the championship clincher in Bridgeport. 1-0. And it's on the outside corner for a strike to Mitchell. And then he was a big part of the Revs' 2011 championship team as well. He was the closer for a big portion of that season. And then in 2012, traded to Sugar Land. He's got family ties to the area. Tosses to first, and Burgess back standing. And he's gotten picked up by major league clubs a couple of times from Sugar Land. He's gone to Mexico a couple of times. He's had a really good winter ball career. And Sugar Land has been where he's come back to now for 6 seasons. It was the 1-1. That missed inside. In the 2011 championship clincher, Nix got the win in that one. So his postseason legend in York, certainly right near the top of that list, 2010 and 11. Big role in both championships. The 2-1, and a swing and a miss in the backswing, hit Cordero. Mitchell, a big hack, and a fastball down and in. Cordero seems to be fine. Mitchell hitting .257, 3 home runs, 18 driven in. Right up around .330 since May the 20th. Nix originally an 11th round pick of the Braves in '05 out of Auburn University. He's ready. The 2-2, and it missed in the dirt. Blocked by Cordero. That was the splitter. And a one-time York Revolution Fantasy Football League commissioner he was as well. That right up there with the postseason exploits, his place in Revs history. And now a toss to first, back standing is Burgess. But he had never started at all until he got to Sugar Land, and it's been really fascinating to watch him change his style and become a top starter after being a reliever that would air it out for an inning. Now set. Holding, and the 3-2. It's up high. Mitchell starts and lays off. And the Revs with back-to-back walks to set up the inning. First and second for Luis Cruz.
Now batting for your approach, catcher number 20, Luis Cruz.
Nick's typically right around the strike zone, but Revs have it set up against him by way of the free pass. And here's Cruz, who will be in there for the first time since Wednesday night. And nasty foul tip off his knuckle in Bridgeport. And it swelled up that night, but was a lot better the next day, and then the x-rays confirmed that he was fine. First pitch is just outside. Certainly good to have him back. He has been locked in.
He is, and certainly a guy you want up in this situation, but at the same time, after back-to-back walks, probably taking until he sees a strike.
Last 12 hitting around 400 with 3 home runs. 1-0, and it is a strike over the outer half. Overall, he's at 299 with 4 home runs, 11 driven in. No score here in the bottom of the second. Revs trying to get to Nix early, but still looking for their first hit. Pitch inside, made a move back. And Cruz will take a walk around the home plate area. 2 balls, 1 strike. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest today. John Reck, our contestant. John, good luck. Nick's ready with it. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Cruz was trying to make John a winner right there. But came up empty. And again, he'll stalk the area around home plate. 2-2. Good to see him cut loose like that, though. And he doesn't have anything on his hands to help sore fingers. He's a no batting gloves guy. Trienfel on deck. He's been hot. Now Cruz will ask for time and back out. Nick, 6'5", 245. He's from Auburn, Alabama. Ready? A look back at second, the 2-2. And a ground ball toward the middle. It's short. Jansanti will get there. Takes it to second. Fires to first. A 6-3 double play. And Michael Nix now has gotten 4 of his 5 outs on the ground. Big double play for him. Burgess goes to third with 2 away. That's exactly what the Revs didn't want right there. And here's Trienfel, who will try to get a run home with 2 outs.
Well, that's something the Revs did very well in the game yesterday. Of course, they had a couple unearned runs to start the first inning, but the 5 runs that did come across via RBI hits, all 5 RBIs were with 2 outs.
Trienfel, who launched a home run last night, is 4th. The Revs use him DHing again. First pitch, he swings and lines it to right, and it's gonna hang up. Joe Benson makes the grab. That ball was stung, but right at the right fielder, and Benson almost came in a step too far. He had to reach up to spear it. Hard hit, but it sails right to him. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And we go to the third, still 0-0.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
From Manny Brothers, almost famous, always a favorite. From Manny Brothers, almost famous sandwiches served on Italian bread. Your choice of meat piled high with cheese, fresh cut fries, coleslaw, and tomato. Every day is happy hour with half price on draft, bottles, and liquors. Tuesday and Thursdays, it's Primanti Pizza Feast wings and salad for under $20. We'll keep the wings flying with 59-cent wings all day Sunday and boneless wings all day Monday. From Manny Brothers, 2151 South Queen Street. Almost famous, always a favorite.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
Head to the third, no score here this afternoon. And Frank Gailey will face Derek Miller up first. First pitch of the inning is outside. Miller had a rough night in the field and left in the first inning last night. At the plate, hitting .228, .368 though off lefties. The 1-0, and it missed outside. The splitter slipping. Gailey behind 2-0. He'll take a little stroll and rub down the ball. Revs with back-to-back walks against Knicks, but unable to do anything with it. 2-0, and it's over the inner half, a called strike. And Trienfeld did hit his squarely, but right at the right fielder. Miller with 4 home runs, 22 driven in. Pitch to him, he swings and pops it up. And out towards shallow right, Franco drifting out. Mitchell comes in, and Jared's got it. And a quick flip to Franco. He makes the catch, cruising in style with the shades on in shallow right. He didn't know what the wind might do with it for Franco going out. He got turned around a little bit, but Mitchell had it all the way.
And another fly ball out for Gailey. All 7 so far have been in the air.
Here's Josh Prince. First one's outside, a splitter. Prince, who flied to center to begin the game. It's like Frank's motioning to himself, maybe that release point he's trying to get the feel for. 1-0, and he missed low with his fastball. Gailey last time out at Bridgeport, he pitched a lot better than the final line would show. 5 1/3, 6 runs. There's the 2-0. And a bunt try, and Simpson was back at third. He's into barehanded, but will have to hold it. Prince with a bunt single, and he never showed a thought of doing that on the first 2 pitches. Got to 2-0 and waited and squared late and caught them by surprise.
Well, it looked like I just saw this out of the corner of my eye right before that pitch, that after it went to 2-0, that Simpson actually backed up at third base, and perhaps Prince, seeing the same thing, had the opportunity and laid it down, and no chance for Simpson. Had to put it in his pocket.
And here's Aarons, takes inside, ball 1. Prince at first with 19 steals. That start in Bridgeport, the first 2 runs that Gailey allowed, he was down heading to the 6th as he misses down and inside 2-0. And he was down 2-0 in that game, and really those first 2 should not have been scored. Couple of circumstances that happened. He fires, and a splitter caught the outside corner, a called strike. And then hurt by the big inning in the 6th, but some unfortunate little things that led to the big inning too. He deals, runner goes, and a swing and a pop fly. And Prince will have to stop just short of second and backpedal. Witherspoon in shallow left center, under it, and makes the grab. 2 down. That would be 8. 8 outs, all on fly balls. Witherspoon and Mitchell, the leaders in the clubhouse, with 3 putouts apiece. Verona kind of lagging behind and left with only 2. Maybe he'll get this one. Here's Jan Santi, who flied to right his first time. Gailey the pitch. Missed. Oh, no, it didn't. He got the high strike call. Up and in on Jan Santi. We had a 26-game hitting streak earlier in the year. He's hit around 200 in the 20 games since. 0-1, runner goes, and a swing and a miss, and Cruz had it slip trying to transfer and throw. No throw made. And he picked a good pitch to run on, looked like the splitter. Prince with his 20th steal. But Gailey is ahead 0-2. And to keep things scoreless here in the early going. Glove against his front knees, staring in, looking. He's ready and steps off. Gailey's next start will be in Lancaster. Looking to finish the first half strong today. Janice will get the ball tomorrow in Bridgeport. 0-2, and a swing and a foul back into the upper deck. Now ready. Another 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Got him to reach. And Jansanti slams his bat and his helmet. And after 8 flyouts in a row, Gailey a strikeout to end the top of the third. A splitter way outside. And Jansanti down chasing on it. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of July's First Friday is Made in America. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Quality entertainment between innings. No score as the Revs come to bat against Nix. And Chase Simpson leading off takes in the dirt. Joe Baker, our video man, he had several members of the Revs in front of the camera on the video board there trying to name as many princesses as they could. Who won?
I don't know. Looked like Houghton had a few.
Here's a drive in left field, carrying deep, and it is off the wall. Simpson with his first hit. It bounds away from Oliveira, and he's got a leadoff double. The Revs with their first hit of the day. And Chase Simpson, who reached once last night on a walk, now he's got his first Revs hit, going oppo and halfway up the big wall and left.
The real kicker, though, to that clip in between innings was Click at the very end. He got a couple and then ran out of guesses and went Joel Guzman.
And Joel isn't even here to receive the ribbing. Didn't one of them name Minnie Mouse?
I think so.
That was funny. Here's Ryan Dent.
I think there was some debate as to whether or not that counted, but they did indeed.
Aarons moves in at third. And Dent does square and gets it down. Nix coming in. He'll glove it. Only play is to first. He threw it in the dirt, but Pounds helped him out. Nix aiming it over there, and Pounds helped them with the backhand save. Sacrifice is good. Dent with his second in as many games. Moves Simpson to third with 1 out.
When he was here, did Pounds have an extra first baseman's glove? I wonder if he had to go get one or if he's using a teammate's. Or
Yeah, I would imagine he did. He played in a couple of games at first, but it's a good question. And the Skeeters will bring the infield in. Travis Witherspoon at bat. Struck out in the first. And Nick's ready. First pitch is a called strike on the outer reach to Witherspoon, a cutter. Has a great bunt from Den, a pitch that ran in and had to protect himself and get it down. Nix with the 0-1, and it's over at the knees, a called strike 2. They wanted that ball in. It was more toward the outer half of the plate, but finds himself ahead. Here's the stretch. Infield all up on the grass, the 0-2, and a swing and a pop foul back over the roof. All-Stars will be announced this week. Got to think that Witherspoon has a good chance. Top 10 in the league in hitting entering the day. Here's another 0-2. And that missed in the dirt, blocked by Cordero. Remember Nick's telling me at one point that growing up in Alabama, he played high school football with DeMarcus Ware was on his team. He had somebody else he mentioned. Escapes me. Set with it, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he took a little off. That might have been the split. Gets Witherspoon swinging. 2 down in the inning. He's been both of Nix's strikeout victims. And Angel Franco will try to bring a run home with 2 outs. Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, the Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. No score here in the third. Pitch to Franco, jammed him. He pops it up foul toward the Skeeter dugout, and Aarons can't make the play. He was battling the sun the whole way, and he had room down at the end of the dugout, but lost sight of it and ends up falling down near his feet. He may have also thought that he was out of room approaching the dugout, but it was just past the end of it, so he had a little extra room just shy of the steps. And no balls, 1 strike. Nix the pitch, and it missed down low, looked like the splitter. 1-1 on Franco, who grounded out to first base his first time. No score here. Revs left a runner at third last inning. Simpson there at the moment. 1-1, swing and a miss. Nix came in on him. Ball and 2 strikes. Revs, who were unable to cash in on a pair of walks to start the last inning, got a leadoff double from Simpson this inning. But Nix a pitch away from stranding that. He deals, and a check swing bounced foul over on the third base side. Looks like a lot of splitters from Nix here in this third inning, and Franco stayed with that one, stayed with it, and it started to dip low. And checking the swing, it found his bat and went foul, fortunately. It's still alive at 1-2. Now Nix has his sign and comes home and missed in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Bridgeport up 2-1 at New Britain in the 4th. game 1 of a doubleheader. Somerset at Lancaster in about 15 minutes. Southern Maryland at Long Island, a night game. So we won't know about the Freedom race. Southern Maryland up 1 game. If they win today and Lancaster loses, they're in. Otherwise, the makeup game later this month. Pitch is swung on, fouled off over the third base roof again. Franco battling, 2-2 it remains. Nix at 44 pitches. Gailey was somewhere in that neighborhood through 3 as well. Nix sets. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss. A slider down low to get him. And he strikes out the final 2 of the inning. Leadoff double from Simpson. They sacrificed him to third, but were unable to put the ball in play after that. We head to the 4th. Matt Present with the play-by-play. Still no score.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
What a game. The home runs, great pitching, even that foul ball over our heads.
I know, it was so close I almost caught it. Maybe next time, Gus.
Well, what about catching this?
Pay me. The new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, with top prizes of $100,000.
That's more like a grand slam. Keep on scratching.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hi, I'm Scott Penley from Shadler-Yesco Distribution, proud supporter of the York County Economic Alliance since 1956. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the 4th here at Peoples Bank Park. Oliveira to the plate. Gailey delivers, and it's a first pitch fly ball out towards right center field. Mitchell over towards the gap, and he will reach up and put it away for out number 1. Another fly ball out for Frank Gailey. That's now 9 of his 10 outs through the air, and 1 away to begin the 4th. Scoreless here at Peoples Bank Park. 3 hits for the Skeeters, 1 for the Revs as Brian Pounds digs in. Pounds a sharply hit ground ball over the glove of the backhand from Simpson his first time up. And he takes a fastball from Gailey down and in. Ball 1. Pounds back in his first at bat here Friday as an opponent. Hit one out over the arch nemesis in left. And the 1-0 pitch from Gailey, and that's a called strike. Outside corner with the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pounds became the first player this year to homer over the nemesis, with 2 different teams doing so with the Revs. Back on May the 3rd against Long Island. Pitch on the way. He starts to go, holds up, and no swing on the appeal, says Dave Snyder. And the home run on Friday, his first with the Skeeters, finally breaking through. Said it felt good to do it here, but just felt good to finally get a home run. The 2-1 pitch from Gailey, down and in, ball 3. Pounds has battled the strikeout numbers a lot this year. 66 on the year, 4th most in the league. The 3-1 home from Gailey, and that's off the plate away, ball 4. Gailey leaned in a little bit after that delivery, hoping to catch the outer black, but Not the case according to Buzz Albert, and Brian Pounds reaches with a one-out walk. So here's Cole Gillespie. Gillespie getting half a night off here this afternoon, DHing for the Skeeters. And the first pitch on the way. Breaking ball comes back to catch the outside corner, 0-1. Gillespie, 1 for 4 in his debut on Friday. 1 for 4 last night, but struck out 3 times. The pitch on the way, line drive right back towards Gailey, and it's through. A base hit up the middle. Out of the reach of the second baseman, Franco. Going first to third is Pounds. And 2 men on the sharp line drive. Gailey just getting out of the way of it. So Gillespie now a hit in each of his first 3 games as a Skeeter, and that'll bring up Joe Benson. Benson, an infield single his first time up, a ground ball back of third that Simpson threw across, but too late. Runners at the corners and 1 away. The pitch to Benson, swing and a miss. First pitch splitter by Gailey to get ahead 0-1. Benson batting .222 on the year, 2 home runs, 13 driven in. Had a 2-run home run last night off of Arredondo in relief. And the pitch on the way, down and away. Gailey going back to the off-speed. Count even at a ball and a strike. Gailey holds first and third. The pitch to Benson, reached for and fouled off as he stays alive, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Benson did not play last year. His last full year was with the Skeeters in 2015, but minimal time. Down in the count here, 1-2. And the pitch on the way, ground ball towards second. Franco charges, goes to Dent for 1. The return to first, double play. 4-6-3, a fine turn by Dent. And Benson, barking at first base umpire Dave Snyder, thought he beat it out. 2 men left stranded, a hit, a walk, and nothing across. Fine defense by the Revs to keep it scoreless, heading to the home half of the 4th on 1350 WOYK.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star. Purchase participating products. Scan your Rutter's rewards card or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better. Drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else?
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of July's First Friday is Made in America. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Home half of the 4th we go. Scoreless game. 4 hits for Sugarland, 1 for York. Tyrone Verona, Michael Burgess, and Jared Mitchell due up for the Revs. Facing Michael Nix. A double off the wall by Chase Simpson, the only hit for York. 2 walks came in the second. And Nix winds and fires the first pitch. It's a fastball outside corner, strike 1. He gets good movement on that fastball. Maybe it's a cutter by trade. Working that outside corner effectively in the early going. The 0-1 from Nix. Line drive back up the middle. A ground ball under the glove of Prince. It took a couple hops. And Prince, playing second base tonight, gave a dive, and it's by him. A base hit. So Verona adds 1 to the hit column. Sharply hit single right back up the middle. That's his 16th hit as a Rev in his 11th game played. He's been a great addition to this team over the last couple weeks as Michael Burgess comes to the plate. 4 doubles for Verona, a home run as well. Here comes Burgess. Lefty against the righty Nix, who's now from the stretch. First pitch fouled off to the left. And that'll come back down, clanking off the suite level. Back down to the third row of seats. And to give you a sense of how important Verona has been the last couple weeks, he has 10 runs driven in through 10 games played. That's more than guys like Derek Robinson, Jose Constanza, Luis Allen had through many more games played in their time here. No balls and a strike on Burgess. Pitch on the way, hit on the ground to second base, could be 2. Prince to Jansanti, 1 back to first. It's a double play. 4-6-3 Taylor made, and the base is now empty with 2 away. So the Revs rolling a double play to get out of the top of the 4th, and now Sugarland responding with twin killing here in the bottom half, and that'll bring up Jared Mitchell with the bases empty. Interesting that Sugarland flip-flopped the middle of the infield for the finale. It had been Prince at shortstop and Jansanti at second base for the first 2 games of the series, but those 2 flip-flopping here in the final of 3. Pitch on the way to Mitchell. He showed bunt and had to spin back and out of the way. It came in tight. Ball 1, a fastball at 87. Mitchell with his average up to 257. He hit 333 in the month of June. Set up inside, the pitch on the way, and he just gets a piece. It was inside and just fouled it off towards the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mitchell a walk his first time up. Was erased as part of that double play. Nix, the slow wind over the head, and the pitch on the way. Line drive sharply into the seats, just past the Revs' first base side dugout. Mitchell giving a look down there to make sure everyone's okay, and Alexi Casilla coaching first base tonight. Make sure that a young fan has a souvenir. Mitchell a little out in front on that delivery by Nix. Nix working that portion of the plate here so far, inside the lefties, away to righties. The over-the-head wind and the pitch on the way. Fastball bounces in. And the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mitchell and Nix, a bit of an SEC rivalry going on here. Jared went to LSU. Michael Nix, his alma mater was Auburn. And the 2-2 pitch with 2 down, reached for and fouled off to stay alive. Jared telling me that the Auburns, the Alabamas, the Mississippi States of the world, those were the best atmospheres on the football side of things that he's ever played in any sport at any level. And of course, this is a guy that made it to Omaha in the College World Series, won it and was the MVP, but those SEC football stadiums, he remembers being the loudest. The 2-2 again on the way. It's a broken bat, fish shot towards second base. Prince up with it and sidearms to first to retire the side. One hit, nobody left. A double play turned by the Skeeters, and this game still scoreless. Heading to the fifth on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
A first mortgage from First Capital Federal Credit Union is your key to home ownership. Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing. Whether you're buying a new home or looking to refinance your existing mortgage, First Capital should be the first place you call. For information on the various types of mortgage products we offer, please visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. Don't delay. Buy a home today. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Scoreless here at Peoples Bank Park. Cordero, Miller, Prince due up. 8, 9, and 1 in the Skeeter order, facing Frank Gailey. Gailey had first and third with one away last inning, got an inning-ending double play to get out of it. No runs, 4 hits for Sugarland, no runs, 2 hits for the Revs. And here's Cordero. First pitch from Gailey, a fastball upstairs, ball 1. Cordero behind the plate again today. Started the opening game of the series, and then Wilfredo Rodriguez started last night, but was banged up halfway through. Pitch on the way, ground ball towards the line at third. A diving stop by Simpson, the long throw across, and not in time. It looked like he beat him. Burgess certainly felt that way. First base umpire Dave Schneider giving the safe sign, and Mark Mason out to argue. Chase Simpson, back of the bag, a diving stop, full extension towards the line, got up and fired across, and it certainly looked like it was in time to beat him. Mace now slowly walks back to the first base side dugout. Wasn't able to convince Snyder to have the umpires come together and get a second opinion, so it will be a leadoff infield hit for Cordero. And here comes Derek Miller. He shows bunt, first pitch, gets it down, first base side. Gailey fields, fires to first, and just in time to get Miller. Sacrifice successful, Cordero up to second with one away. So that'll go back to the top of the order now, and Josh Prince. Prince a bunt single his last time up. In fact, all 5 hits have been in the direction of Chase Simpson one way or another. Pitch on the way from Gailey. First pitch swing is Prince. High fly ball, right center field. Witherspoon a beat on it towards the warning track. Will make the catch. Tagging at second is Cordero. He'll head up to third. And he's now 90 feet away, but with 2 down. So another fly ball out for Frank. 2 down for Kevin Ahrens.
The third baseman for Kevin Ahrens.
Ahrens 0 for 2, a fly out to left field. on which Verona made a leaping catch at the wall and then a fly out to center. Infield back, outfield straightaway. Gailey kicks and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball up and away, ball one. No score, top of the fifth, 2 down. Cordero, the runner at third. Gailey from the belt, and the pitch to Ahrens. Fastball just missed outside. That was pitch number 60 of the afternoon for Frank Gailey, who threw a season-high 107 in his last outing at Bridgeport. The 2-0 on the way. Early on it was Ahrens, a ground ball to third. Simpson up with it, throw across in time, and that will retire the side. One hit in the inning on a bang-bang play at first base on a diving play by Simpson. He makes the routine play to end the frame. And halfway home from Peoples Bank Park, we're scoreless between the Revs and Skeeters on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Scoreless game heading to the bottom of the fifth. Luis Cruz, Carlos Trienfeld, Chase Simpson due up for the Revs, facing Michael Nix. He's at just 55 pitches through 4 innings and has been pretty sharp. Just a very smooth and steady wind up out there on the hill as he comes over the head. And the first pitch to Cruz, a fastball hit on the ground to the left side. Circling it is Jansanti, sets his feet, fires across, and just in time to get Cruz hustling down the line. Jansanti showing off his arm on that one from deep in the hole for out number 1. So 1 up and 1 down. Cruz retired, and here comes Carlos Trienfeld. Trienfeld, a home run last night, his second in 10 games, and has hit .360 over that span. Trienfeld back in the DH spot again tonight, as Simpson, who was signed yesterday, gets back-to-back starts at third. Nick's ready, and the first pitch on the way. Fastball, and Trienfeld thought about a swing, but holds up. Nix, originally drafted by the Braves in the 11th round in 2005, now in his 13th pro season. No balls and a strike, and the pitch on the way. That one's down low. 1-1 the count. This is now his 8th different season in the Atlantic League. Of course, Darryl detailed how he came over to York from Newark back in 2010. Part of the Skeeters' first year as a franchise in 2012 as he misses down and away again. 2 balls and a strike. He's been twice signed out of Sugar Land, once by the White Sox in 2013, also by the Padres in 2014, both times going up to AAA, which is where he peaked with Atlanta. The 2-1 pitch on the way, high fly ball, right field, and shallow. Benson comes in a few steps, now he waits, and he puts it away for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, 4 in a row retired by Nix, and now he'll work to Chase Simpson. Mentioned Nix, a guy who played his college ball at Auburn, played alongside 2015 American League MVP Josh Donaldson in 2005. First pitch on the way. It's a breaking ball over for a strike. 0-1 to Simpson. Chase doubled off the wall in left field. His first time up, an opposite field shot halfway up the wall. First Revs hit. And the pitch on the way. That one's down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nix's father, also named Mike, played basketball as well as baseball at Auburn. And his uncle, Paul Nix, was once the baseball coach at Auburn. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That one jammed Simpson a little bit. He was unable to pull his hands in time to make contact, and he's down in the count 1-2. Nix in his senior year at Auburn went 5-3. He was a reliever, back end of the bullpen, 13 saves, a 3.20 ERA. And the 1-2 pitch to Simpson. That one's down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on, scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Nix has his sign, the wind, the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Simpson chased it down and out of the strike zone, a breaking ball, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Michael Nix. Through 5 complete at Peoples Bank Park, we're scoreless between the Revs and Skeeters on 1350 WOYK.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history. Set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
I think Under Armour and the Warriors both got good deals with Steph Curry. Do we look at Under Armour as that's the new and Nike feels like the old? Not that Nike is going to go bankrupt or out of business anytime soon. But if you look at what Under Armour has done, they've done pretty well with the under 26. It's pretty incredible.
Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Chansanti Oliveira Pounds due up for Sugarland here. Top of the 6th. 3, 4, and 5 in the order, and a scoreless game from Peoples Bank Park on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Final game of the first half. It has flown by. Frank Gailey back to work, and the 62nd pitch of the ball game up and away. Ball 1. Chansanti, a slightly open stance from the right side, and the delivery from Gailey, a swing and a miss. Out in front on the changeup, 1 ball And 1 strike. Well, Jansanti, when he was in the Cubs system at Des Moines, his teammates and him would often talk about UFC fighting. Pitch on the way, he's popped up, left side of the infield. Simpson in for third, calls, and he makes the catch halfway between third base and home plate. And that's out number 1. And Jansanti was a big fan of Ronda Rousey. There was a discussion in the clubhouse how many guys thought they could take her in a match, and of course I don't think any of them really wanted any part of her, but Jansanti also found her quite attractive and began leaving tickets for her. The batter now is Oliveira, and he takes the first pitch out of the zone, ball 1. And he began tweeting Ronda Rousey that he was leaving tickets at will call, hoping she would come to the game. Pitched Oliveira outside, 2 balls and no strikes, and well, I don't believe she ever did make it out to see Des Moines. He did tag her in some pictures that got a lot of attention on Twitter. Pitch to Oliveira's in there for a strike at the knees on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Oliveira hitting .322 on the year, and the pitch on the way from Gailey, a fastball misses away. This just his 23rd game of the year, but he's had 29 hits, 5 doubles, a home run, 10 driven in. And the pitch from Gailey, high and away. So it's a walk issued to Oliveira, second free pass of the ball game. And it's a 1-out base runner for the Skeeters here in the 6th. Gailey did not walk a batter in his last outing against Bridgeport. Was tagged for 11 hits, but did not issue a free pass. He will now work from the stretch, facing Brian Pounds, who's been on base twice today. In the first pitch, catches the outside corner at the knees, strike 1. Pounds a sharply hit single down the line and left his first time up, and then walked in the 4th. Pitch on the way from Gailey, a sidearm delivery and a fly ball, tailing away from Witherspoon towards right field. He's tracking it down and shy of the warning track. Makes the catch for out number 2. Another fly ball out for Frank, 2 away in the 6th. And that brings up Cole Gillespie. Gillespie just signed prior to this series. Played 8 seasons at the major league level for the D-backs, Giants, Cubs, Mariners, Blue Jays, and most recently the Marlins. First pitch on the way, fastball a little high and away, ball 1. Gillespie with the Marlins in 2016, a .235 average in 41 games. And the pitch on the way, cue shot up the first baseline. Burgess will hustle in and pick it up in foul ground. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gillespie drafted by the Brewers in the 3rd round of 2006 out of Oregon State University. Beavers this year, tremendous season. Just 4 losses making it to the College World Series. Pitch on the way, high fly ball, pretty well hit left center field. Witherspoon back on it, looks to have a play onto the warning track. He reaches up and puts it away to retire the side. 1 walk, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th from Peoples Bank Park. We're still scoreless between the Revs and Skeeters on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Through 5.5, we're deadlocked. Nothing. Revs and Skeeters. Michael Nix and Frank Gailey in a pitcher's duel. Nix back to work, and Ryan Dent will stand in. First pitch to Dent, a fastball, belt high, outside corner, strike one. Dent, a 2-hit game last night, and his production this year has certainly come in bunches. Nix says yes, over the head, and the pitch on the way. Dent watches one just off the outside corner. Of course, he had that 4-for-5 performance in Lancaster on June the 11th, in which he drove in a career-high 6 runs. And then 5 more RBIs in the game against Bridgeport on the 28th. Pitch on the way to Dent, and that's a called strike outside corner. Nix ahead 1-2. Righty against righty, infield back, outfield straightaway. The pitch to Dent, fouled straight back. And the count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nix began last season with Saltillo in the Mexican League, AAA affiliate. 7-8 record there, 65 strikeouts in 107 innings. 1-2 pitch, and that one's in the dirt, blocked down by Cordero. It's 2-2. He then returned to Sugar Land in August. Went 2-1 in 6 starts, struck out 30, posting a 3.12 ERA. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Dent popped up, and that'll get back and out of play off to the right. Nix then went on to make a playoff start with the Skeeters, and he picked up the win, tossed 6 shutout innings in a 2-0 win over the Long Island Ducks, giving Sugar Land a 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 series, as they would go on to win the Atlantic League Championship a year ago. Nix ready, the 2-2 pitch on the way. Dent swings and lifts it in the air down the line and right. That's drifting back, and that will get off and into the seats towards the bullpen balcony. Nix, a very good ERA throughout with the Skeeters. Of course, was not a starting pitcher until going to Sugar Land. Was a back end of the bullpen guy in college. Here with the Revs, the pitch to Dent. It's a ground ball towards shortstop. Jansanti right there, up with it, sets and throws high, but Pounds comes down on the base for out number 1. 6 in a row set down by Nix, as Travis Witherspoon will come to bat.
Next up for the Revolution, your center fielder, number 1, Travis Witherspoon.
Witherspoon 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Digging in that third base side batter's box. Again, everyone wearing those American flag jerseys today, presented by PSECU, as Witherspoon cuts through a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Witherspoon tied for second in the league with 73 hits. Pitch on the way, high and tight. But he also is now up to 73 strikeouts as well. You don't often see guys who hit for such a high average that also strike out the way Witherspoon has, but tough to argue with the results at the plate. Pitch on the way, down and away. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Came in 9th in the league in hitting at .302. Of course, Harrison, Tejeda both with the day off today, but those guys also in the top 10. And the 2-1 to Witherspoon. He reaches for it, grounds it slowly up the third base line, and that will be picked up foul by Kevin Aarons. So Witherspoon stays alive. 77 pitches now for Nix. Who again has not allowed an earned run in his last 3 starts, and that continues here this afternoon. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Witherspoon chased it just over the shoe tops. He's set down on strikes for the 3rd time today, and the 5th strikeout victim overall for Michael Nix.
Number 7, Angel Franco.
Nix came in with a 27-inning scoreless streak, so that's now up to 32 plus. Works to Angel Franco with 2 away. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. Aarons began in from 3rd, Pounds doing the same at 1st. In fact, the last time Nix allowed more than 2 earned runs in a game, you have to go all the way back to May the 12th against the Barnstormers. That was the last time he lost the start. And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Franco, down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like Dustin Richardson is going to start to loosen in the left field bullpen for the Skeeters. Nix up to 80 pitches, and the delivery on the way to Franco, fouled off the fist over towards the on-deck circle where Verona is waiting to hit next. Nix very effective against both lefties and righties. Franco up from the left side, and lefties hitting just 190 against him. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew him away up in the zone. Franco chased it a little off the plate. 6th strikeout victim, and now 8 in a row retired by Nix. He's working on 33 straight scoreless innings. His team yet to put up a run either as we head to the 7th. Darrell Henry will take you home when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at yorkrevolution.com.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history. Set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Start of the 7th, and Frank Gailey's first pitch over for a strike on Joe Benson. 0-0. As we start the 7th inning, Gailey working on a gem. Problem is, Michael Nix working on one too. There's a changeup missed outside. 1-1 to Benson, who's 1 for 2, an infield hit in the second, a double play in the 4th. Gailey has given up 5 hits, Nix only 2 allowed. It's the 1-1, and a missed low. Gailey 2 walks, 1 strikeout through 6. And Nix finishing that last inning now has 6 strikeouts on the day. The 2-1, and it missed away. They're trying to keep the leadoff man off base. The Skeeters have had the leadoff runner on once, and that was the 5th inning. Revs have done it a handful of times, but have not been able to capitalize. 3-1, just missed low. And Benson a leadoff walk to begin the 7th. Gailey an extra long look in at the plate, hoping to get that one. And Benson with pretty good speed, 7 for 7 in steals. The sun brightens again, and Albert Cordero digs in. Cordero 1 for 2, a flyout early in the game, and then he was the other leadoff runner, an infield hit in the 5th, even though he was out. See if he bunts. Gailey will snap one over to first, and Burgess had to reach, but able to get there. Revs do have bullpen activity. Gailey's next pitch will be his 80th. And he comes set and makes another move over. Sidearm delivery to first. No score here in the top of the 7th. Revs trying to finish the first half with 3 straight wins. Cordero does show bunt, and Gailey missing high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Burgess staying at first. So Gailey would cover the first base side. Simpson charging hard in from third. Already the 1-0. And he swings and lines it to left. Verona back, and he's got room. Makes the grab on the warning track. And he'll air it out all the way to first base on a hop, forcing Benson to get back. Verona backing up onto the track, had room to make the grab in front of the manual scoreboard, and they took the bunt off, and Gailey has the first out.
13th fly ball to an outfielder today for Gailey, and we get word now that Michael Click is up and throwing for the Revs.
So 1 down, Derek Miller the hitter. He's fly to right and laid down a sac bunt. Gailey will lob one over to first base. Big first out after they took the bunt off. And first pitch here, he swings and skies it to shallow right. Mitchell coming in, he is there waiting. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Miller flipping the bat up, disgusted with himself. He made the out on 1 pitch. And I thought that after the first out, they might try to steal with Benson at some point, but never gave him that chance. Out on 1 pitch, 2 away, and here's Josh Prince at the top of the order. Gailey delivers, and a swing and a foul tip squeezed. First pitch fastball, he's up there hacking. Prince 1 for 3, a bunt single in the 3rd and a steal. And then in the 5th inning, hit one deep, but Witherspoon tracked it down. 0-1, and a ground ball pulled toward the hole. Simpson cuts it off, throws to second just in time. Franco at the bag covering. It's an inning-ending fielder's choice, and Gailey through 7 scoreless. Simpson scooped it to his left, ranging over, and made a hard toss to Franco, who got across the bag just in time. No runs, no hits, and one left. 7th inning stretch, still scoreless.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of July's First Friday is Made in America. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, Michael Nix with his 4th straight scoreless start. And it's over. Lefty Dustin Richardson comes on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. No score, stretch time here at the bank. And Nix, after the complete game in his last outing, they will lift him after 6 today. 6 innings, 2 hits. No runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 82 pitches, 52 for strikes. Revs do have 2 lefties up this inning, and Burgess and Mitchell. Verona will lead off. Tyrone with one of those 2 hits, a single in the 4th. The Revs had the leadoff man on in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, but were unable to cash in. Now Verona will get it started here in the 7th against Richardson, who got off to a great start, but has struggled a bit since that start. His first pitch is over for a strike. Early in the year, he was just about unhittable, but now with them coming here for the first time since late May, his updated numbers 1-4 with a 484, does have 4 saves. Opponents are still only hitting 177. Pitch is on the outer edge, a called strike 2, fastball at 92. 22 and a 3rd innings, only 14 hits for Richardson. He has walked 18. And struck out 33, high strikeout numbers. And the sun brightly shining through. It's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. The bat flies off a seat, fortunately, and it helicopters and rattles around in the 3rd and 4th rows behind the 3rd base dugout. Now it flew out of Verona's hand. He is a strikeout victim. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. There's some folks in that front row. Fortunately, it sailed over them and rattled off empty chairs. Most folks today are under the overhang and shade.
We saw that last night from Verona as well, so he's going to need to find a sticky solution for that bat.
Yeah, the guy that always comes to mind, it happened a ton with, was Johan Lamonta, his fellow countryman who played for the Revs and now with Sugarland. Here's Michael Burgess as Richardson misses down and away. Burgess today a walk and a double play ground ball. No score here in the bottom of the 7th. Richardson ready. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 92. Burgess aired it out. So Nick's now a 33-inning scoreless streak going into his next start. So the 1-1. Swing and a fly ball foul over the left side and out of play. Richardson, who spent parts of 2 years in the majors with the Red Sox, 39 games. Last year he was with Long Island for a brief portion of the year, 13 outings, did make 4 starts, being used in a different role. He's 1-3 with a .351. He fires and a foul back off the net. Former Texas Tech Red Raider, 5th round pick of the Red Sox in '06. Now the stretch, they set up away. The 1-2, and it missed inside. Burgess protecting those hands as he stumbles backward. Revs, who over the last 13 games, basically 2 weeks, they've hit up around .330 as a team. They've been held to 2 hits today. Pitch is swung on and foul tip in and out of the catcher's mitt. That close to the Skeeters having a 4th straight strikeout, but it bounced out of Cordero's mitt. Now Burgess just hangs in there. Jared Mitchell waiting on deck. Richardson will set again. Another 2-2. Down and away, narrowly missed. And a keen eye from Burgess, who works at full. He'll take the helmet off and fan himself for a moment. That was close. Richardson with the high blue socks showing the 3 white stripes, old school. 3-2. And a little dribbler past him. At second base, it's Prince charging toward the bag. He cuts it off and on the run makes the throw. Now Prince ranging in front of second, handles it. 2 up, 2 down. And Jared Mitchell to the plate. Both pitchers of both pitching staffs have kept opposing hitters off balance today. Revs have not squared very much up, and Gailey's given up a few deep flies, but has had them off balance enough to where Witherspoon mostly, but the entire outfield's been able to run them down. Now here's Mitchell. First pitch, breaking ball, it's a strike. Mitchell a walk and a ground out on his afternoon. Click getting ready. Gailey standing at the end of the Revs dugout. We'll see if he stays in or not. 0-1. And it's a called strike off the glove of Cordero. It goes to the backstop, but had the plate.
Well, he has his arms crossed with his glove on, so I would imagine that is a sign that he will be going back out there.
Yeah, looks like he's ready to head back to his happy place, the mound. Richardson, another 0-2. Fastball right there for strike 3. Mitchell knew it, and Richardson goes 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts in the 7th. Now Gailey's walking off to the clubhouse. It will be the bullpen. Click coming in as we head to the 8th in a scoreless game. Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
8th inning brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy, a scoreless game. Tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Exceptional care, just a phone call away. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy at 450 West Market Street in Pelham. The Revs will go to Click here in the 8th. And Frank Gailey, an excellent outing. His longest start since he went 8 innings against Bridgeport in a 3-1 win back on May 14th. He goes 7 scoreless, 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 1. 84 pitches, 49 for strikes. So both teams into the bullpen now. And Click will look to keep things scoreless in the 8th. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Sugarland. And by the way, an all right-handed lineup. So Gailey handled them well, and Click will look to continue that. Cordero, a switch hitter, the only exception. First pitch, she is swung on and missed. Aaron's chasing the cutter away. Aaron's leading off 0 for 3 in the game. 2 flyouts and a ground out. 2, 3, and 4. Jansanti and Oliveira due to hit as well. Click ready. The 0-1. And it misses down and away. A cutter. Cutter's a big one. It's got slider type movement, but throws it around 86. Comes set. 1-1 pitch. And he misses high and away. That fastball at 91. Hear him grunt a little bit as he releases. All right, York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Lancaster trails Somerset 2-0 in the 3rd. 2-1. And a drive, left center field. Witherspoon going back, and he's got room. Line shot, but he makes the catch. Going back onto the front of the track in deep left center. And Aaron's had good wood on it, but Click keeps him to the biggest part of the park. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. And Anthony Jansanti up next. He's 0 for 3. Fly out, strike out, pop up. Warm one here today. 91 at game time. First pitch. And he tries to bunt his way on, but fouls it over on the third base side. Click 1-0 at 2.49 ERA in 25 outings. It's been a while since he's been in a game. Last Monday night at a scoreless 8th in Bridgeport. It's the 0-1, and it misses down and away. I'm sure itching to get back in there. Revs with 10 relievers on the card. The 1-1, and that missed high, a fastball. And they have a full stash to go to.
Well, when you get these starts like the Revs have had this weekend, Mateo, Goss, and now Gailey, it's tough to find time for all those guys.
Yeah. Now Click to the belt. The 2-1, and that missed way high. Cruz almost had to leap. Today, the 6th time in the last 7 games that a Revs starter has given up 3 runs or fewer. Last night, Goss allowed nothing in 6. Today, Gailey allows nothing in 7. Now Click, the 3-1. And a slider bent back for a strike. Jansanti started the turn thinking he had ball 4, but Click breaks it across, maybe just above the belt, but back to a full count now. And he's ready. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on the cutter, down and away. So he came back to run it full, and then gets Jansanti to chase way out of the zone. 2 outs. Revs Baseball brought to you by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, and Stambaugh Plumbing and Heating. 2 down, here's Hector Oliveira. He's lined out to center, flied to right, and walked. And Click leaning in, looking, he's ready. And the first pitch. It's down and away, just missed. He was running pass patterns in the outfield earlier today, getting his conditioning in with Houghton Buchanan just throwing dimes in right field. It's the 1-0. And a fastball, it's a called strike, belt high on the outside corner.
Houghton and I were joking around a week or 2 ago that they should have like a skills competition at the All-Star game and incorporate football throwing as a part of that.
The 1-1, and it misses down and away, the cutter. I think the guys would love that. The pitchers love to use that as part of their midday routine to get the work in. Click the 2-1. And a chopper hit high off the dirt to the right side. Franco ranging way to his left. He's there, and he'll toss over to first to end the inning. Franco way to his left, able to reach it on the high hop. And moving toward first, he dumps it off to Burgess. A 1-2-3, top of the 8th for Michael Click. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, still 0-0.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network for the best Penn State football analysis and commentary. Listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. For the Keystone Kickoff Show, brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
I just like to say that y'all rock, man.
It's how great you and then you don't win? I mean, Seattle won 116 games, but they're remembered for winning 116 and not getting to the World Series. New England, 18-0, and then they lost to the Giants. Golden State with 73 wins. If you don't win the championship, we're going to look back on this season and say, that was great.
Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, Sugar Land goes to their second reliever of the day, righty Andrew Johnston. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. In a scoreless game here in the bottom of the 8th, Luis Cruz will lead it off. And then Trienfeld and Simpson do. Johnston 0-1 with a 4.79 ERA. First pitch is just outside. Slider from the righty. Cruz back in today, first time since Wednesday night. 2 ground balls to short. One of those was a double play. 1-0 and a slider, runs low. Johnston 30 appearances, only 6 walks in 26 and a third, 20 strikeouts, about a hit per inning. Ready, and the 2-0. He got it over a strike. Johnston listed at 6'5". Rebs now send Brad Allen to the mound in right. Sugar Land pitchers have retired 11 straight. Pitch is chopped toward third, and it'll be foul just wide of the line. Aaron's gloving it. The Knicks retired his final 8. Dustin Richardson a 1-2-3-7. Rebs being out hit 5-2, but all even at 0 in the run column. For a team that's played some high-scoring games here of late. Pitch, swing and a pop-up foul, out of play, first base side. Land about halfway up the stands, it remains 2-2. Some of the other games, well, actually, Somerset's added a run. They're up 3-0 in the third at Lancaster. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Pitch to Cruz. He swings and lines a base hit to left. Hammers a single to left field. And the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 8th. Revs with their third hit. It's their first since the 4th inning today. And Carlos Trienfeld coming up. Bridgeport won game 1 of their doubleheader 5-2 at New Britain.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Trienfeld does here. Leadoff man on, a scoreless game, oftentimes a bunt situation, but with your 8th and 9th hitter following, I think they'll let Trienfeld swing away. He's been swinging a hot bat.
2 at-bats today, 2 outs in right field, but one of them was smoked. Now he digs in, Johnston ready. And a move to first, back standing is Cruz. That Lancaster situation won't be determined either way until tonight. Southern Maryland at Long Island at 6:35 tonight. Johnston ready. And first pitch, he's not bunting and it misses high. Attendance today, 2,125. Cruz at first on the leadoff hit. A rocket to left to start the inning. Another good at bat from him. He's got his lead. And another throw drawn. He's back standing up, lunging for the bag. Brian Pounds over there at first, reaching for the tag. And now Trienfeld and Polo will meet halfway between third and home to talk it over, make sure that they're on the same page. Johnston last year in 61 appearances, 5-2 with a 178 out of their bullpen. He was their team pitcher of the year. Now ready. And the 1-0, he does square, and it misses outside. So a 2-0 count. Chase Simpson on deck. Ryan Dent would follow him. Wonder if they put on a fake or if he really was going to bunt had it been a strike. Here's the 2-0, he squares and does bunt. Third baseman Aarons is in, picks up, makes the throw, sacrifice is good. 5-3 on the out. And Cruz goes to second with one down. It's 3 o'clock, we'll pause for station identification on Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
So the go-ahead run at second with one out in a scoreless game in the bottom of the 8th. And Chase Simpson will dig in. 1 for 2. He led off the third with a double off the arch nemesis today. His first Revs hit. One of only 2 that they had until this inning when Cruz led off with the single. First pitch, it's down in the dirt. Cordero blocking the changeup. Johnston, an Atlantic League All-Star last year and 2 years before that. Former 9th round pick of the Rockies, made it to AAA. University of Missouri. He's ready. A 1-0. And a tapper down toward first, and it will stay foul. It was right along the baseline, and you never know what kind of spin you're going to get there. Pounds picked it up foul, a ball and a strike.
Today's winner is Shin Conway Garcia. Congratulations to Eagles Bank and the Rams.
Revs this season have not been involved in a 1-0 game. Have the potential first run in scoring position. Here with one out, the stretch from Johnston. And the 1-1 to Simpson. Nope, he turned and faked on Cruz, who started to get his secondary lead, had to hustle back. Jansanti from behind him at short, though, never did close all the way to the bag. But Johnston paying a little attention to Cruz. Revs played 4 1-0 games last season. Pitch is swung on and foul tipped. Off the gear of Cordero as it squirts to the right of the plate, 1-2. Their last one was September 12th of last season. A doubleheader in Lancaster. It went 8 innings and they won 1-0. Frank Gailey was the winner. Brian Pounds drove in the only run. An 8th inning double. Down the stretch. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive the other way in left. Oliveira, though, is there right on the front of the warning track. And he makes the catch. Simpson hits it hard the other way again, but this time right at the left fielder, and it's out number 2. Well, he's hit it hard twice today. It's high fives in the dugout. He's got 1 hit to show for it. Now Cordero and Johnston will meet about signs between the mound and the plate. And Ryan Dent will be the hitter. Dent, a sac bunt and a ground out today. The last 9-inning 1-0 game that the Revs won was June 7th of last year. They beat Long Island here at home 1-0. First pitch is over for a strike, a cutter from Johnston. Tony Pena won that game last year. An Andres Perez single in the 7th. Johnston ready, checks back. The 0-1. And in the dirt, blocked by Cordero. Fakes a toss to second, but Cruz on his way back. No score here in the bottom of the 8th. The Revs got a leadoff single. They sacrifice Cruz ahead, giving him 2 chances to drive him in. Simpson hit it hard on his, but lined out. Now Dent looking to make the most of his chance. The stretch. And Johnston steps off. Slowing it down, paying a good bit of attention to the catcher who's on base, but...
And I'm surprised they are, because a base hit to the right side, there's a bigger hole, and it's probably going to score the run regardless.
And this one flied to right center. Benson coming over. It carries back a bit, but he's got it. Ball carried really well, actually. Fairly deep right center, but Benson has it. And the game remains scoreless. A leadoff single. The Revs moved him up, but left him on base. And we go to the 9th. Still no score.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 9th inning, Revs will bring in Brad Allen here in this scoreless game. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He will look to keep things tied, and obviously, now that we get to the 9th inning with it tied, there won't be a save situation for him, so may as well use him now. He's 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA, 27 outings. 7 saves, are tied for 4th most in the league. Last saw him on Wednesday night in Bridgeport, and he did allow a run. The Revs had a big lead, won the game 12-5. Brian Pounds leading off, and he pops the first one up, way up at shortstop. It's Dent creeping toward the second base bag, and he's got it. Makes the one-hand grab, 1 pitch, 1 out on a skyscraping pop-up to short. Fallon can keep it tied. The Revs will be facing Mark Haynes in the bottom of the 9th inning. He's put together a good first half. The run that Allen gave up Wednesday night ended a 13-outing scoreless streak. Here's Cole Gillespie as Allen misses inside. It's time with Jarrett Martin for the longest by a Revs reliever this season. Here's the 1-0 and a slider. It's a called strike. On the streak, you'd only given up 5 hits in 13 outings. He winds, delivers, and a liner the other way and right. Mitchell will have to play it on a hop. And it's a 1-out single here in the top of the 9th.
Smart play there by Mitchell. It had to be tempting to try to lay out, but base runner there. Much more important that you keep him at first base than risk having him get extra bases or potentially around them at this stage of the ball game.
And the Skeeters with their 6th hit. By the way, 3 of those have been infield hits today. Here's Benson, who's 1 for 2 with an infield hit, double play, and a walk. And he takes the first pitch strike. Revs in the bottom of the 9th will have the top of the order due up. Last Sunday, their only walk-off win. The 0-1, runner goes, it's a strike. Cruz the throw on the money, and Dent puts on the tag. And Gillespie erased on his first stolen base attempt. And Luis Cruz hoses him right on the bag at second, 2 down.
That boy, Cruiser.
That's right. Base is empty, 0-2 on Benson. As Allen tries to bring his offense back to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. And back to the windup to kick the 0-2. And it just missed inside. Stadium board said 97 on that fastball. It's typically around 91. Here's the 1-2. And a breaking ball down low. Not going to take anything away from him, though. Now the kick, 2-2. And a high fly in right. Mitchell back a couple steps. He'll wait. He'll come in. And he makes the grab. Scoreless, top of the 9th for Brad Allen. And the Revs will try to win it in the bottom of the 9th for the 2nd Sunday in a row. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Bottom of the 9th, 0-0.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sports.
Revs facing Mark Haynes here in the bottom of the 9th inning. No score. Haynes, the righty for Sugar Land, 1-1 with a 2.88 ERA, 26 outings, does have 3 saves. 25 innings, 22 hits, 16 walks, 29 strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs Baseball also brought to you by Hatfield, York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. Revs with the top of the order coming up. Travis Witherspoon, Angel Franco, Dyrone Verona here in a 0-0 game. Final game of the first half. And Witherspoon digs in. Tough day so far. 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. And Haynes winds. His first pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Down in the zone to him. Witherspoon trying to end a 6 at-bat strikeout streak last night off. There's the wind, the 0-1. And he bounced it up there past Cordero and against the screen. Revs will get Ricardo Gomez up throwing should the game go extras. Trying to win it here. Only 3 hits on the day. Haynes winds, deals, and a fastball strike. Outer black at 91. And he jumps ahead 1-2. Franco eyeing him up from the on-deck area. Haynes delivers, and it just missed low. Witherspoon flinching but holding off, 2-2. Haynes briefly with Sugar Land late last year. He's had a good start to this season with them, his first full season with them. A wind and the 2-2. And a liner foul down the right field side. Haynes, who's from Sugar Land, went to Austin High School, not in Austin, Texas, but in Sugar Land. Same school as former Rev Michael Rocket, and then he went on to Rice University. Made it to AAA with the Phillies and the Dodgers. Haynes winds the 2-2, and a bouncer toward third, and it stays fair. Aaron's gloves and the throw just in time. Witherspoon a big lunge at the end, but it just got into Pound's glove before his foot hit the bag. That went right on the line, and Aarons makes the play. Had to wait for the bounce, and Witherspoon made it close, sprinting all the way. Here's Angel Franco, who's 0 for 3, a ground out and 2 strikeouts. Haynes spent most of last year in the American Association with Kansas City. First pitch to Franco. Fastball in there for a strike. That one at 94 on our board. 6'2" righty. 30 years old. They set up away. Cordero to a knee, setting up down low. The 0-1. And a swing and a foul back. Had a little more plate than he wanted, but Franco a bit late, fouling it off, 0-2. Verona due third, he's on deck. Now they want it high. And Haynes the pitch, and he missed low. Cordero set up away and almost standing for a moment, really trying to give him a high target. He gave that away early. If Franco would have noticed, or even anyone from the dugout hollering. Well, Haynes shakes off. They're going to set up in. 1-2. Missed in. Fastball in off the plate. Last Sunday, a game that technically counted for Friday of last week, but the Revs walk-off win. Franco started it, the 9th inning rally, with a double. He was leading off at that point. Batting with 1 out here. A wind and the 2-2. And a ground ball nubbed down to third. Aaron scoops it on the run. He throws and gets Franco by a step. So he didn't get much of it. A little squibber down to third, and Aarons handles the first 2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Tyrone Verona coming up with 2 outs. Verona today 1 for 3, has one of their 3 hits, a single in the 4th. Haynes winds, delivers, and tried to check on a slider in the dirt. The appeal to first, and Dave Snyder said he didn't swing. Skeeters dugout losing their minds on that call. All up in arms, literally all of their arms went up from the railing. 1-0 to Verona, and Haynes with the pitch. Breaking ball, it bent across for a strike. He's got 1 home run. If he can get on, Burgess is on deck. Haynes the pitch, and a foul back into the netting. Haynes jumps ahead of him, 1-2. Trying to send it to extras here today.
Okay, run.
On the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. Looked like his bat slipped again, and it went forward this time. And again, with 2 strikes, Cordero almost standing, calling for that high outside fastball. 1-2-3, 9th inning, and we will go extras to the 10th. It's a 0-0 game.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Oh. Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa! Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side, but he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
Head of the 10th inning, it is the 4th time in Revs history that they've played scoreless into extra innings. Ricardo Gomez will come on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And it'll be Cordero, Miller, and Prince, 8-9-1 to the plate. Last year they played one of those, but again it was a 7-inning game that went into the 8th scoreless. So the third time they've done it in a 9-inning game. And Cordero, first pitch swinging, hits it high in the air, deep right center. Witherspoon going back, and he runs it down. Great running grab by Travis Witherspoon. To the right edge of the batter's eye fencing, he catches it and ends up with both hands against the LED board. One pitch, one out. And with Witherspoon, never a doubt.
And it always looks like he's just coasting out there, gets such good reads and takes perfect angles to the ball.
Here's Derek Miller. And the first one's outside, nicking off Cruz's glove. Skeeters have Manny Corpus getting ready in the bullpen. Gomez with the 1-0. And a fastball in for a strike. He allowed a run on Friday night, a Kevin Aaron's home run. He would be due fourth this inning. Gomez retired the other 3 that night. On the pitch, and a slider missed away. This is only the second time in Peoples Bank Park history that the Revs have played a game scoreless into extras. 2-1, and it's in tight, a fastball. The last time they did it at home, the stadium was about a week old. June 23rd of 07, they beat Somerset 1-0 in 13 on an error in the 13th inning. Jason Olsen got the win. The 3-1 and a slider for a strike. And the thing that night, that was a Saturday night, and the Revs had a Sunday day game in Bridgeport the next day, and they had like a 6:30 or 7 a.m. bus. Gomez sets, and the payoff pitch. Slider missed away. Miller starts but stops. Lays off and has a 1-out walk. Gomez wants to appeal it, I believe. And I don't think they're going to. I wonder if Gomez thought the count was something different, actually.
Yeah, I think so as well. He's looking in and motioning to the Revs dugout, trying to ask if they had it different as well.
So 1-out base runner. Here's Josh Prince. And Gomez the pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball that he went after. Miller 10 for 11 in steals. He is a threat to run. Prince today 1 for 4, a bunt hit and a steal back in the third. Miller with his lead. Burgess holds him. 0-1. And he bunts and pops it up. Gomez has it. Turns and looks as Miller gets back to first. 2 down. Prince tried to surprise them, and he pops up the bunt. Gomez in to grab it. 2 down here in the top of the 10th. He almost line drive the bunt right back to him. An easy grab. The Revs' other scoreless game into extras was July 31st, 2010 at Southern Maryland. They lost that one 1-0 in 10. Here's Aarons, homered off Gomez Friday night. First pitch is down and away. Gomez in his 12th game, 1-2 with a .591 ERA coming in. And most of the damage in one appearance. Gave up a grand slam to Casey Hobson back in mid-June. Here's the stretch. Holding the 1-0. And a foul tip back off the netting. Aaron's 0 for 4 today. A couple of his flyouts have been hit deep. The Revs have kept him in the yard. Came in today on a 9-game hitting streak. One count. Miller the lead. Gomez the pitch. And a miss down and away. 2 balls and a strike. No score here in the top of the 10th. ready. The 2-1. And a slider that bends away. A lot of sliders to Aarons here. The guy who got to Gomez the other night. Falls behind him, though, 3-1.
And quickly on the York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, the Barnstormers now with 2 runs to answer. So now it's a 3-2 ball game with the Patriots, top of the 5th.
Well, if they win, that tiebreaker, or the makeup game, I should say, will come into play in late July, no matter what Southern Maryland does tonight. There's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. He chased ball 4. He thought he was getting fastball, and he did not. It was another slider. A full count. Miller will have the head start. And we'll see what they do here. Gomez has fed him sliders almost the whole at bat.
And Cruz out in front of home plate. I think what he was telling his infielders is the runner's going, just go to first.
Gomez ready. And the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Dent heading out from short into shallow left center. And Witherspoon in, and he puts it away. Verona and Witherspoon both coming in from behind. Spooney called for it, and he squeezes it. No runs, no hits, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. It remains the Revs nothing and the Skeeters nothing.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 10th, Manny Corpus ready, all ready. Michael Burgess leads off, and he swings and misses. First pitch breaking ball from Corpus, and obviously you have to stay back on him. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Burgess 0 for 2 today with a walk. The 0-1, and it bends in by his back foot as he does a little scissor kick to get out of the way. Corpus 1-0 with a 4.70 ERA in 18 outings, with Sugarland no record in 6 outings. 6 2/3 innings, 2 runs. Opponents hitting .375 off of him, though, for the year. The 1-1, and it missed the corner away. Good eye from Burgess. Manny with that bright yellow glove. Skeeters actually do have a little yellow in the logo, so it matches in that sense. The 2-1, and a swing and a foul back into the upper deck. And I think it did bounce down below. 2-2. Revs for the season 2-3 in extra inning games, playing in their 6th. Sugarland 3-3. Pitch, and a grounder yanked foul down the first base side. That'll end up under one of the Revs relievers' seats. It's nice for the pregame autographs. They brought their chairs out for them with their names on them. Another 2-2. And a line drive, left center field, and hit well, and it is off the wall and in play. And Burgess heading for second. He's in standing with a leadoff double. He just missed an opposite field game-winning home run. It hit off the top fourth of the wall in left center, smacking right into the wall padding. But Burgess has a double, and the winning run is at second, and Alonzo Harris will pinch run for him. What a bolt that was.
And again, it's that opposite field power from Burgess, so lethal. Right off the top of the wall, and now, like you said, Alonzo Harris pinch running, and Jared Mitchell likely up to lay one down.
A low liner, and watching it about halfway, it's like, oh, that thing hasn't slowed down yet. It's still on a straight line, almost like it was still going up. And he ended up almost winning it. And they will intentionally walk Jared Mitchell to set up the forces. And Gary Gaetti coming out will bring the entire infield in. Luis Cruz will either try to win it or try to sacrifice both runners along for somebody else to try to win it.
Yeah, that move by Gaetti tells me I'd much rather have Cruz bunting than Mitchell, because it seems like you're going to do it either way. You want the winning run 90 feet away, and the trail runner doesn't really matter. And now by bunting, it also ensures you stay out of a double play situation.
Now Polo will come in toward the plate and meet with Cruz before everybody gets back.
I guess the one other thing it does is it gives you an option in case the bunt by Cruz is a firm one. It does give you a shot to potentially get the lead runner in a forced play. Otherwise, it would not have been.
Cruz today 1 for 3. No score here in the bottom of the 10th. Revs are trying to sweep the Skeeters for the first time ever. Corners pinch in, and Corpus the pitch. He squares and gets it down. Pounds is in. Bare hand pickup. Looks. Throws to first in time. He looked at third. Didn't have it. Looked at second. He's peeking in at his catcher Cordero like, tell me where to go with it. Perhaps he didn't. And Pounds ends up twirling all around before throwing it to first. Sacrifice is good, 3-4. And Trienfeld will try to win it for the Revs with one out. Revs also going for their second sweep of the season. And the only other one, the home opening weekend against Somerset. Now here's Trienfeld, who's 0 for 2 with a sac bunt of his own, and the Skeeters bring all 4 infielders in, and they will pitch to him. Now Rafi Montalvo, their pitching coach, motioning the outfielders to come in a few steps. Corpus ready. First pitch is swung on and missed. He chased a slider away.
And I'm a little surprised they're not walking Trienfeld here to load the bases and set up a force at home plate.
Gaetti and Montalvo still signaling to the defense, trying to get Benson's attention and right to come in. The outfield shallow, the infield up on the grass. The stretch, the 0-1, and it breaks outside. Trienfeld doesn't bite this time. Again, they do have a bag open after Trienfeld. Chase Simpson is on deck here in his second day with the team. Trienfeld taps the plate. Corpus a nod yes, he's ready. And the 1-1 swing, and he fouls it off the top right corner of the net. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Corpus gets ahead of him.
Better than the bottom right corner of the net, huh, Daryl?
I guess so, yeah.
Your mic might have been impacted had it been down there.
Joe's already given it a workout today. Now Corpus has his sign. Setting up away the pitch. And he reaches forward and fouls it away. They fake the setup in. Out there at second, Mitchell might be trying to help Trienfeld with where they're going. So they fake going in, went away. And Trienfeld protecting, flicks it foul. No score here in the bottom of the 10th. Winning run 90 feet away. Alonzo Harris, who pinch ran after Burgess's leadoff double. Mitchell out there at second base as well. And Corpus set. Another 1-2. Swing, and he fouls this one upstairs. Again, they fake going in and set up away. And Corpus asking for time, wants to talk with Cordero about what they're doing.
And all of these foul balls have been off the plate away, so I think Corpus is now likely going to come down and in on Trienfeld.
Revs trying to end the first half with 3 straight wins. Now Cordero back behind the plate. 1-2 it remains. Corpus shaking off about 4 times, I believe, and now Trienfeld backs out. Revs with only 4 hits. Burgess's double to lead off and help set this up was the 4th. And Corpus ready. And the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball, right field. Benson backs up. Harris tags from third. Catch is made. Here's the throw. It's late. He dives in. And the Revs win it 1-0 in the bottom of the 10th inning. Michael Click douses Carlos Trienfeld with the ice bath. He looked up like, who did that? And he looks up to find his entire team surrounding him. Now the Gatorade comes out after somebody. And the Revs, for the second straight Sunday, have won it in a walk-off. Today, it's 1-0 on Carlos Trienfeld's game-winning sac fly to right. It all started with Burgess's double, and the pinch runner Harris dives across with the game winner. And the Revs, with their second walk-off win of the year, they have swept the Skeeters for the first time ever. They finished the first half with 3 straight wins. It's their second sweep of the year and the first since the home opening weekend.
And both walk-offs coming via the sac fly. This one from Carlos Trienfeld, and what an at-bat he had. Fouled off a bunch of pitches, finally got one he could put in play. And with the speed of Alonzo Harris, he only needed to get it medium deep to right. And the throw not nearly in time.
Well, somebody's going to get a Carlos Trienfeld jersey from the auction that's got Gatorade or Powerade stains all over it. As the Revs win this one here today, 1-0 in 10 innings on the walk-off sac fly. So again, first time they've ever swept the Skeeters. They've won 5 in a row against them. That's a record. They finished the first half with 3 straight wins overall. And here at home now, they've won 5 of the last 6 and 6 of the last 8. A great way to head into the second half. Second sweep of the year, the first since the home opening weekend. And the Revs win it by a final score of 1-0 in 10 innings. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey man, I know how you feel.
That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. It's greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans.